And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Here are the starters for Cincinnati. They've got cool hands. Champ out there with Scott. Then it's Williams. And it's the Cobra in at the point. Houdini is out there with Maverick. Then there's Champ. Then it's Jones. And it's Big Cat in at the center position. Here's Champ. Clark, here we are mid-season, and certain teams seem to really change gear, ratchet up the intensity.
Yeah, I agree with you. And some of that is familiarity, understanding who you are and what it takes for you to win, and being healthy is a big part of that. I think teams all over the league go through stretches where they're in a nice groove and rhythm, and there are a lot of variables that play into that.
Things settle down, don't they? Rotations, routines, like you said, all those things important.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triples.
Here's more. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Scott. And they're pushing it up. Williams for 3. And another 3 for Cincinnati.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
To Houdini. Unable to get that one.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Williams attacking, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Champ, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. He's off on that one.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Lets the 3 fly, and another 3 for Cincinnati.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Big Cat. He picked up 18 points in the last one again.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
Clock is at 3. Here's Jones. And
you know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
basket counts.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
The West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out. Now that the mid-season grind is well underway. Right now, they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference. And checking out Cincinnati, sitting there 4 spots below.
And I think for Cincinnati, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year, anyway.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so for Cincinnati.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And here's Cincinnati. They're on an 11-1 run. Out to the right wing. Cool hands, passes to Champ. Just 6:05 on the clock. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And there's the foul. It goes on cool hands. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Big Cat. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And Jones has it in the corner. 4 on the clock. On the wing.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Greg, bottom line is they're ahead on the scoreboard, and that's all that matters.
It's tipped. Cool hands passes to Champ. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Here's Champ. He dishes it to Moore. To the wing right side. Here's Champ. Second chance effort. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Here's the Cobra, defended by Jones. Cool hands passes to Williams. Down low, here's the Cobra. Here's Scott. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
From Scott. Scott hits them both. Jones who's coming off a 25-point game again.
And also 3 steals. So he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
And that one falls for Jones. D, he's checked in for Houdini. Tubbs checked in for Cincinnati. And so Jones nails both of them. Cincinnati leading by 6. Here's the Cobra. He had 15 points last outing. Passes to Cool Hands. Williams against Moore. 6 to shoot. And there's the pass to Cool Hands. Stripped it away. And here's the fast break. Here's Champ. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. We're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. You think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on it?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
First free throw is good. White, he's checked in for more. And then for Cincinnati, the waiter comes in for cool hands, and Chance subbed in for the Cobra. Good on both. Here's McNeil. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Pass to Dub. Pass to Williams. 14 feet away. Can't hit that one.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Offensive rebound. Passes it to D. Over in the corner, White down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Jones, takes the three. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Cincinnati shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. He misses the free throw. The dude, he's checked in for Williams. He hits the second from the line. Here's Goose. The pass to D. And here's White. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Goose. Off target with his 3. Cincinnati leading by 5. Here's Davenport. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Here's Goose. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to D. Now here's White. This is his first free throw of the game. Taking 2 shots. And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
5 to shoot. Here's Goose. Out of bounds. and Cincinnati takes possession.
All right, here's a look at stats for Scott. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's putting up 13 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Robinson, that's good.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Cincinnati leading by 6. 1:52 left in the first. Here's the dude, light covering. Pass to McNeil. 13 feet away. Robinson pulls it in.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now here's White. 11 points for him in that last game again. Passes it to Goose. From deep. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Cincinnati the other way.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Sometimes the bench players are a little overlooked and undervalued, but make no mistake, they play a vital role in deciding games.
Here's Goose after the basket by Cincinnati. Here's Cool Hands. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's the dude. The pass to the weight. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Scott. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Cincinnati, they've been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Right wing. Here's Goose. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's Cincinnati holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen from Cincinnati, guys, what are you seeing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Cincinnati leading by 11 on the court right now for Cincinnati. We've got Champ. Dub is out there with the dude. Then there's the waiter, and it's Champ in at the 5 down low. Yep, it counts. McNeil's got his first points of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Goose. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to White. Here's D, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
This is it to Davenport. Here's Champ. Light covering. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? The direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions, but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
And he can't get the first one. Houdini's checked in for White. And Cincinnati making a change here as well. Cool Hands checked in for Champ. Good on the second. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Goose, the pass to Houdini. Here's Cool Hands. Inside from 11 feet away. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. Here's the waiter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
And he makes the first. And Cincinnati making a change here. Williams is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Goose, the pass to Houdini. Here's Cool Hands. The pass to Goose. Here's Baker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. On the clock from down low. That one's good, and the Cincinnati lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Houdini.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
Pass to Champ. Now here's Williams. Pass to Champ. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
The Cobra is checked in for Cincinnati. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now Jones. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. A shot missing, and it's Cincinnati the other way. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the pass to Champ. Here's Cool Hands. He's coming off a 16-point game again. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
We look at Scott. He's pulled in a lot of votes. Nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. Morris checked in for Baker.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Here's the Cobra. 6 points for him. Here's Cool Hands. Here's Champ. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Outside, Jones. He kicks it to Moore. Pass to Houdini. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Stolen. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Stanley. And they pick up 2. Champ's got 8 points.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Here's the Cobra, defended by Jones. Outside, Williams. This is it to Cool Hands. 5 on the clock. Here's the pass to the Cobra. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Champ. 8 points for him. Here's Big Cat, and that one drops.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's the Cobra, defended by Jones. Pass to Williams. Pass to Cool Hands. It's a nice passing here by Cincinnati. Over Moore. Cincinnati again missing. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Champ. He's guarded by Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You look now at some numbers for Jones. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in steals, and he's also ranked 2nd in assists. Needless to say, an elite playmaker.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. And the first one at the line is good.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Robinson's checked in for Houdini. And Cincinnati making a change here as well. Scotty's checked in for Dub. So he gets them both. And first time out of the game called for Cincinnati.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And It seems like we've seen more and more of these guys in recent years. Big men who can shoot the three. Over the last month, these have been the best of them. You look at Houdini, dangerous player from three-point, a great talent with a great release. And, of course, Big Cat. He's in that same group.
You know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
And these guys are really incredible. I mean, on one trip, they give you points in the paint. On the next trip, they give you points behind the arc. Boy, talk about range and versatility and spades. You got it.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Cincinnati. On Friday, then on Sunday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
First one falls for him. Love check in for Champ. And so Jones nails both of them.
We are having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
And Jim gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Here's Cool Hands. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Stanley, the pass to Robinson. Passes it to Big Cat. And here's Jones. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Shoots. And the wing jumper off on.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Stanley, the pass to Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
At the line for 2.
No good on the free throw. White, he's checked in for more. And Cincinnati making a change here as well. McNeil's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Here's McNeil. Just 1 point separating the teams. The pass to Cool Hands. He feeds it to Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
The dude, he's checked in for Williams. That's good from Scott. Gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Stanley. score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Cool Hands. Here's Tubb. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Cool Hands. Pass to McNeil. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. McNeil's got his second basket.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Stanley, the pass to Big Cat. Goes back up. He lays it in. Big Cat's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Cool Hands passes to McNeil. Here's the dude, light covering. And White with the block. Here's Champ, banked in off the glass. Champ's got 14.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Here's McNeil, defended by Jones. 1:05 left in the first half of the game. Left side, Scott. Kicks to McNeil. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. And it goes out of bounds following the shot.
And here's for Big Cat. He's been dominant over the last month. He's right around 17 points tonight, 8 rebounds and 2 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end. And I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Here's Cool Hands. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Cincinnati, they shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. The first one falls, so it's both teams making substitutions here. Good as he hits both of his shots. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Champ. 14 points for him. 12 seconds left in the first half. Clock at 6. Releases. Misses the jumper. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points.
And
got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. You've got Big Cat. Jones is out there with Champ. Then it's Houdini. And it's Moore in at the three. They get the rebound. Big Cat, the pass to Houdini. And it's blocked by Scott. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. Champ's checked in for Cincinnati. Big Cat, the pass to Stanley. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Moore. But he stays with it. To the middle, Williams with the steal. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds to Cincinnati. They'll retain possession. For the lead.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Here's Champ. He's got 14. Williams scanning the floor. Moore with the block.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys. Missing their first 4 attempts.
Here's Stanley. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. Shoots it up. Here's Champ. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Cincinnati. They'll retain possession. Cool hands check in for Champ. Cool hands. Here's Scott. 8 points for him. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. 6 to shoot. Here's Cool Hands. Cincinnati again missing.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing. But they don't want to chance that again.
Big Cat, the pass to Cool Hands. Pass to Big Cat. Jones from outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Jones has got 11 points.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Here's Cool Hands. Another shot. Can't get the layup.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleepy.
And wrestling point there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Cincinnati now. Champ, and easy 2 points on the layup.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Passes to Houdini. Kicks to Jones. And the pass to Moore. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Moore's got his first bucket in this one. Cincinnati trails by 5. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Here's Champ. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Hands it from downtown. And it's 9 points for the Cobra.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Jones in the post. Off the left rim and out. Well, Cincinnati shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Pass to Cool Hands. Pass to Scott. For the tie. Misses the layup.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Here's Houdini. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
First trip to the line for him here.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
And the first one at the line is good. D, he's checked in for Big Cat. Hubbs checked in for Cincinnati. The waiter comes in for Cool Hands. That one is no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Cincinnati. And the shot goes in. The Cobra's got 11 points.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Williams against Moore. And Jones has it in the corner. Shot from 12. That shot off. And it's Cincinnati the other way. Here's the Cobra. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket. Jones with 11 points in the game. Passes it to D. The pass to Cool Hands. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Scott's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Here's the Cobra. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Cincinnati, they've shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Off on the first. And Cincinnati making a change here. McNeil's checked in. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there. It's a close game here in Philadelphia. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Goose. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Cool Hands. Fires the three. Out of bounds. Cincinnati takes possession. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Here's the waiter. Pass to McNeil. Williams with the ball. Puts up a three. Connects from three-point range. Williams has got 6 points.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
White against Williams. And here's White. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. They need this. And that one is hammered home.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
White against Williams. Over Baker. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Passes it to Goose. Outside, White. For the lead. Out of bounds. Cincinnati takes possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Champ. His last 10 games, averaging about 11 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Cincinnati calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Champs checked in for cool hands. Champs checked in for Cincinnati. Here's McNeil. A three-pointer off the mark. Shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. 1:53 left here in the third quarter. Here's Goose. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Well, Cincinnati shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles. With a tie, Green for 2 points. Goose has got his first 2 points of the night. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. McNeil passes to Williams. No good with the layup. Shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. To the inside, White. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
You know, you don't like the foul, but if the alternative is giving up a dunk, it's an easy choice to make. I think it sets a tone for your defense around the rim. Make them earn it.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Well, Cincinnati shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. And there's the pass to Champ. Dishes it to McNeil. They could use a bucket. Here's Champ. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Champ's got his second bucket tonight.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Pass to Goose. To the paint. Here's Stanley, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
On the wing, Williams. White covering, 4 on the shot clock. Here's McNeil. And the foul called on Thunder. That'll be his second foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Champ. 3 seconds left. Here's D. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game. Take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for Cincinnati. Scott is out there with Champ. And it's Cool Hands. Then there's Champ. And it's the waiter in at the 2 spot. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Cincinnati trails by 3. Here's McNeil. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
To the middle. Here's D. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's the waiter. Bangs home the trifecta. The waiter's got the game tied up here for Cincinnati.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Champ. Pass to Robinson. From 6 feet. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Passes it to Champ. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. McNeil passes to Cool Hands to take the lead. And that one is off.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here's White. Out of hand on it. Here's McNeil. There's the pass to Cool Hands. Looking to end his cold spell. Robinson with the block. And they're on the break. Here's Stanley. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Here's McNeil. Inside, Scott. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Teams changing it up here. He doesn't get the second one. Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Down low. Here's Moore. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Here's Champ, back to Jones. Charity strike shot. That one's not going to go. Well, Cincinnati shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Out to the right wing. Here's Cool Hands. Cincinnati again missing. And here comes the break. Here's Stanley, and he jams it with authority.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
The shot comes out. Gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Moore with the bucket. Cincinnati trails by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's the Cobra, defended by Jones. The Cobra passes to the weight. Kicked his pocket. One-on-one here. Here's Jones. Here's Houdini, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one goes. Williams is checked in for the waiting. Both shots good from the strike. Cincinnati calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I heard what Cincinnati's head coach was telling his team. He knows they struggled at the free throw line, but he actually looked at the positive. He said, if we continue to get to the foul line, good things are going to happen. But we have to keep getting there. Maybe that'll take the heat off him a little.
Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's Cool Hands. The pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Pass to Houdini. Here's more. Knocked loose. Williams with the steal. And the call will go against Big Cat. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Cool Hands. Passes to the Cobra. Outside Williams. The pass to Cool Hands. Just 3 to shoot. Takes a 3. Cincinnati again missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
That one good for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Cincinnati trails by 9. Here's the Cobra. Here's Cool Hands. Off the run, and he swishes it right through. Gone 5 of 12 from the field, entering the fourth quarter. Jones, the pass to Stanley. Back to Jones. It's tipped, but they recover it. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
How many times have we seen the possession to take that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty one.
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Cincinnati calls timeout. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the final. You like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. No, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. Here's Scott. That shot, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
To the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. 15 points for the Cobra.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Now here's Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Down low, here's Champ, and it's blocked. Here's Champ. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Big Cat. Jones looking for an opening. Shot clock at 5. The Another shot from 20 feet away. That shot misses. And it's Cincinnati the other way. It's Scott on the wing. Pass to the Cobra. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. It's stolen by Jones. Now the pass to Big Cat. And it's good, 2 points.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Cool hands. And Jones pulls it down. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Stanley, the pass to Big Cat. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Champ, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Coleman. Robinson pulls it in. Here's Big Cat. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greatest.